Bite me. I love you. I think I am gonna bring my OPZ in. I was thinking about not doing it, but I'm gonna do it. Oh, I have it already. Duh. Okay. So, for the no viewers that got here so far, I'm gonna pull out a few extra things to assist in the stream. And my idea today is to work on some retro gaming and a game that I am only now getting into and really learning about, and wish I had grown up with it more. But you know, we didn't have these arcades here in America in my childhood. We had Mortal Kombat and pinball machines and not much else. Sir, oh dear, I am out of slots, aren't I? Do I have a spot? Oh boy. Yeah, I do. I just gotta unplug my VR headset for now, which doesn't need to be plugged in for the time being. Excuse me. Alright, so I should have done this before starting the stream, but we're already off to a kick, and there's nobody here, so it's not a big deal. But I'm mainly doing this for two reasons. Actually, I'm going to start a recording while I'm streaming later on, once I get going, because I'm going to use this video to translate the stuff that's on the screen from the Japanese games that we're going to be looking at, which is Densha De Go. Because you can just hold your phone up and Google Translate it, but there's so much moving around the screen, some of it doesn't catch everything you're saying. So the easiest way is to get it on video, pause it, and let Google see the screen, and it'll translate everything. And you can just screenshot it or save the picture or whatever of that moment, and then you've got that section of instructions or whatever in English. There's probably a script out there for this game. I'm actually not sure. I've never searched for the script. So let's see here. Let me just do a quick search for Densha De Go script. Densha De Go game script English. Translation patcher for the plug and play. The plug and play, I watched the video from Tecmon, and man, that thing looks pretty cool, especially the updated one with the USB-C power on the back instead of micro USB. I definitely want to get my hands on that. And just because I also hope and believe that the controller would be able to be used as a universal controller with PC via USB-C, or maybe even to smartphone or something like that, and maybe it'll work through the emulator if you patch it through properly for the PS2 and PS1 games or something along those lines. So I'm not seeing a script here in English, but I may not be searching for it properly either. So let's be away with that, and let's see. So we've got RetroArch. I've got, that's the PS1 games, and I don't have a whole lot of stuff on here right now. I just have the stuff that I'm really interested in. It's all running off of an external hard drive. These are pretty small games, so it's a disk drive, so I'm not too worried about it. But, oh yeah, I was going to do this. So let's turn this thing on. Okay, so OPZ took over for a moment. It has its own audio capture, which I can hear now, and you can hear. So it's coming through, and it's really only useful for like maybe some drum effects or sound effects to use. I need to get a bunch of train sound effects on here so I can use them as just pop noises. I could do the same thing with voice mod, but why not use the OPZ? You know, when you got it, use it. So I'll have to find a sample of train noises that I can mount onto there. That would be kind of cool to have. So, but the OPZ is working.
It has its own microphone. It's a very good
one. In fact, I want to cure the monitor on the microphone on this headset to see how this is sounding. So where is headset mic aux? Mic aux. Retro desktop game audio mic aux. Let's see. The testing. Oh, it's pretty bad. Yeah, there's a lot of room around it, like before it gets to the ears. So this is not a cheap set of earbuds. This is the Steel Series Arctis earbuds in glow orange. I mean, I got them because I love orange, and it does have a USB-C dongle, which we're going through right now, that bypasses the Bluetooth and allows you to go through 2.4 gigahertz. But I even sent them a very notable review about my thoughts on this, because I have the other earbuds from my favorite brand, which is Soundcore by Anchor, and they will always be my favorite earbuds. Problem is that the Liberty 3 Pros are now pretty old. They don't really hold a charge anymore, and their gaming headset is kind of cool. I tried to paint the case; it didn't stay. It was gold or whatever, but it doesn't matter. Is the V10s, which have a USB-C dongle with power pass-through, and the earbuds. This is meant for the Oculus Quest 2 and 3, and it works great. And it has the power pass-through, so you can continue to charge your goggles while using them. Whereas the Steel Series ones is meant for PlayStation and Xbox, and it doesn't have power pass-through on the dongle. But I think it's a missed opportunity to be able. I wish that it was power and data pass-through on the sound cores, but we're not really here to talk about that. I just side tangenting because I can, and there's nobody here. So, all right. So we got that's good. All right. So I have been getting into Densha De Go because I've been playing a lot of Derail Valley and some Train Sim World. I have an older version of it. I think I've got the 2016. No. Which version Train Sim World do I have? 2024. Yeah, Train Simulator Train Simulator by Dovetail Games, Classic 2024. This is a very good edition. The Train Sim World 6 is on its way out right now. Derail Valley is fantastic, and I play it in VR, and it is so much easier than all these other controller-based games because you get to actually work with your hands with the controls instead of having to remember which button controls which, the throttle notches or the independent brake, the train brake, the dynamic brake, the horn, the bell, the lights, emergency brake, all that kind of stuff. So it's like, it's just easier when you can actually just do it on the console in the VR headset, and I like it a lot that way. So, but I discovered Densha De Go because I'm a huge Tamagotchi fan, and I was going through different video games and ran into a lot of videos about this arcade game. And man, if I could get the arcade box in my house, I would have one of those. There's no room for it, but I'd have one. So let's start with Densha De Go 2, because I'm one is a lot more stringent and difficult, and I mean the graphics are okay. It's PS1. PS2 is obviously the better one, and then there's the Nintendo Switch game, which I don't have on here right now. I mean to get it and download it is Densha De Go 3, which is on Nintendo Switch and PS4. And on the PS4, it's in VR, PSVR, which I definitely want to get to try out. So I mean to eventually try to get a universal controller and try it in VR and see how that works, because running any kind of simulator in VR is always better than not. So so we'll do Densha De Go 2 on PS1 first. Then I also discovered some of their other games that they made, like Jet De Go, which is the airliner one, is kind of cool. They didn't go anywhere near as far as the other one did. And then this one, RC De Go, which I might look at, allows you to race RC's cars, you know, kind of like the old style on the circuit tracks and stuff. So that should be pretty neat. And then Densha De Go is the steam engine version of Densha De Go. So you're going on a steam train. And this is primarily why I wanted to make this video, is because I want to run this one through the instructions. I understand the instruction for Densha De Go now and how the controllers work. When I was playing this on the Vita, I had trouble with the emulation because of the L2 and R2 and L3 and R3 not assigned right to the back panel. But then when I was trying to play it from the Vita onto here, I was like, you know what, screw it. I'll just capture it directly from RetroArch on here instead of trying to get the Vita to go through from the video out, which is available through the cable if you download the right stuff. But the cable, for some reason, if you move it even a little bit, it disconnects and reconnects, and I just couldn't get a good video that way. So Densha De Go. So I was thinking starting with 2, but I forgot what my mission was. Is Densha De Go. I want to understand the instructions, and there is need for the extra triggers. It's telling me to hit R2, L2 for something. I don't know what it is. I might try to do some on-the-fly translations as we're going through and see if I can't get an idea of what we're looking at, because Google Lens does live translate through the camera. Just hold it up and it'll translate it. Densha De Go, in this case, this one is, it says 180 to go. That's interesting. Let me see what the title over here says. Go by car, a powerful steam locomotive. And then it says train to go. Train? Yeah, interesting. Okay, so let's get into this part. We're going to use, the best one is the bridled PSX hardware. It's not available on the Vita. The only one we have on the Vita is the rearmed. This one actually gets you the hardware loading screen. Oh, I forgot, if I leave the screen, it pauses. That's probably not a good thing to have on right now. Okay, so let's go back here. Yeah, so I forgot about that if I pause the display, that it's going to, if I leave this screen, it's going to pause because of the settings that I set up RetroArch with. So, and, oh gosh, that's loud. Wow, I'm waiting for this to load up. Let's see. We go on running to the future so that everybody may get the dream. We go on burning the fire.
Yeah, yeah. Woo! Woo! Woo!
Added a few little sounds in there while that was going on. It's a heck of an opening song.
Woo!
Where is that sound coming from? Oh. Accidentally, I was looking at YouTube to see how many other videos there had made of this particular game, and there's a few. Yeah, there's a few. That's good. Okay, so here's where we're going to get into some of this. We want to translate some of this stuff. This is why I wanted a recording. So I'm going to pause it real quick and start the recording. Oh, why can't you see the path? Hold on, something ain't right. Output, recording, browse. Well, I can't change it while I'm in stream already? You gotta be kidding me. Well, I guess I'll have to just go through the YouTube video that I'm making instead of looking at the recording, or I might start over again. I haven't had any viewers yet, so yeah, I'm just gonna hit stop.